Hey, all cinephile Mike is here, and we have reached the end of our first theme week. It is day 7 of award season review, season 3, 97 reviews in 97 days, covering a variety of the films that are vying for awards contention in early 2025. For these reviews, all of the numbers and information I share will be current within 7 days of recording and posting. I'll be giving you box office information, critical response, insight into its awards run so far, where I think it'll go, prediction or nomination wise. And as always, most importantly, these reviews are spoiler free. Also, make sure you check out my website, cinephilemike.com, where you can find the ever important, beloved, and informative Where Can I Watch It spreadsheet 2024 edition, where you can track all of the nominations and wins for the films, as well as figure out how do I watch them. As I wrap up Top Box Office Flicks Week, while we don't have any major nods yet, these are the films that I believe will be in contention for the Golden Globe Awards in Cinematic and Box Office Achievement category. This award recognizes those films that have achieved a total box office gross of at least $150 million, with at least $100 million coming from the US domestic box office. And that's where these first 7 films are, of the current 18 films that are eligible at this point. Now, there are a couple of recent releases like Moana and Wicked, and I even believe Gladiator, which fit this bill. I'm sure those are going to, I know that those are going to be popping up later this season. But these were some of the earlier ones based, and some of those other films may pop up. And the one that I'm talking about today is definitely a gonna contender. And today, finally, this first time this week, we are not discussing a sequel. Today, I'm discussing Universal Pictures' The Wild Robot. Written and directed by Chris Sanders, based on the book, this film is making waves both critically and at the box office. This is the first film I am discussing this season that is still in theaters right now. As of this recording, the film has taken in $142,495,350 from the domestic box office and an additional 179,116,000 from the international box office, having it sit currently at $321,611,315 and growing. A certified fresh and critically loved film across it all, the film currently has a 97% critical rating on Rotten Tomatoes based on 231 reviews and a popcorn meter score of 98% based on over 5,000 reviews. Although early, The Wild Robot has been awarded the Greenpeace Lura Award for Sanders at the San Sebastian International Film Festival, and the Hollywood Music and Media Awards awarded it Best Original Score for an Animated Film for Chris Bowers, and Best Original Song for Kiss the Sky, performed by Maren Morris. Also worth mentioning, Bowers himself, an Oscar winner last year for the documentary short The Last Repair Shop, was also awarded the Composer Award for Black Cinema and Television by the Critics' Choice Awards celebration of cinema and television. And also, new awards I'm tracking this year, the Astra Awards, formerly the Hollywood Critics Awards, which are another big buzz for the Oscars, nominated the film for 3 awards: Best Animated Feature, and both Lupita Nyong'o and Pedro Pascal are both nominated for Best Voiceover Performance, an award that I truly believe the Oscars should be recognized. Thing. So, what's the film about? In a probably not too distant future, we have our robot, Robsum Unit 7134, nicknamed Roz, voiced by Lupita Nyong'o, is the sole survivor of a batch of robots that fell from a cargo ship. Washing up on the shore of a forest, the local animals accidentally activate her, and while frightened at first, her abilities allow her to quickly learn the language to communicate with our anthropomorphized animals and seeks out someone to help. I mean, this is her purpose, to help. Now, after an accident that tragically causes Roz to destroy a nest of unborn geese, there's one sole egg left that survived. Now, protecting the egg, especially from a brazen fox named Fing, voiced by Pedro Pascal, who is just looking to eat the egg, Roz protects it and allows it to hatch, and she names him Brightbill. Brightbill, as he grows up and will be voiced by Kit Connor beyond childhood, needs to learn how to fly in order to migrate and survive the winter. So Roz sets out to help him do so. As time goes on, Roz begins to connect with the animals and even ends up befriending Fink and other animals, including Pinktail, a possum voiced by Catherine O'Hara, always with a piece of motherly advice, Longneck, a goose by Bill Nighy, who will assist in taking Bright Bill on the migration, and Thunderbolt, a falcon voiced by Ving Rhames, who will help Bright Bill learn how to fly. Roz raises Bright Bill as her own, but as secrets come out and things begin to become known, the relationship will become fraught with some challenges. Additionally, there's also the small issue of retrieval robots from Universal Dynamics, factory Roz belongs to, that show up trying to seek her and bring her back. But it has been so long that Roz believes that she is where she belongs. I mean, after all, she has become the wild robot. So she will need to work with her new friends for survival as well as to try to repair her relationship with Brightbill, all the while going face to face with Vontra, standing for Virtual Observational Neutralizing Retrieval and Authority, a Universal Dynamics robot voiced by Stephanie Sue. All this comes together in a climactic showdown which will force everyone to question their beliefs and where they belong. Okay, look, first off, I'm going to say this film, when I saw the trailers, I was a little hesitant to go. It's like, not really for me. I mean, I do love animated films, but I wasn't overly impressed with the first trailer. However, I went in and I came out as a convert. Clearly, the marketing material did not lead to the gorgeous film that I saw, um, because this film explores a very prevalent themes of family and acceptance, and clearly a metaphor to accept, differences and learn how to coexist. And these mature themes, obviously, they're not going to sell them in a trailer, but they were here. I mean, I was very impressed with this film. And the voice cast, I'm going to start there. There's not a sour note in the bunch. Every actor understood the assignment. You can get everything through each uttered word. The animators and the actors work together so well. The expressions, the animation is so clear. I mean, Nyong'o carries the film and takes us on her character's journey. And it, again, like I said, you almost wish that the Oscars did recognize vocal performances. They're just as important. This was a one big conversation when Scarlett Johansson was in her, think about over 10 years ago. But look, there's the chance. The Astra Awards recognizes this, so maybe the Oscars won't be too far behind. I mean, we are finally getting a casting award, I believe, next week. And look, I have to say, with this and A Quiet Place, day one, Nyong'o turned in two solid performances this year. Connor, he is a delight as Bright Bill, flexing his naivete and charm as he grows into the man, or I should say, goose that he is destined to become. And Pascal and O'Hara provide delightful comic notes when they are needed. The animation is gorgeous. The sweeping shots of the forest are glamorously captured by Chris Stover's cinematography. Both the wilderness and the factories that we are witness to, they're juxtaposed nicely. Richie um, Sakaliak's art direction, Raymond Savak's production design work together to create these two different worlds. But again, it's been recognized. Bowers' score really creates a nice tone, kind of underscoring every moment that we're going through. So this is absolute ear candy, so it's not a surprise to see that it's been getting the recognition that it's been getting. So, in addition to the award season nod for box office achievement, which I think this film is going to be a lock for, one of the eight, I'm going to say I think there are four possible Oscars that this film could be contending for. Okay, so the obvious two: Best Animated Feature Film and Best Original Score. Just because the score has been getting a lot of recognition, I do think it's possible to pop up, and we don't always get animated films in that category, but sometimes we do. The other two I don't want to count out. It could be a contender for the best original song, Kiss the Sky, beautiful song sung by Maren Morris. And also, I'm going to make the pitch. Maybe I'll throw that out in the universe. I wouldn't be surprised if this film also campaigned for the best adapted screenplay category. Again, not the first time an animated film has entered that race, and I think that would be a nice one for this one because the script is really beautiful, the story is wholesome, and this is just a film that I'm actually really excited to watch again. The Wild Robot, I'm going to end on a strong note. This is a 5-star film for me. The first 5-star film of the award season reviews this season. I know it's definitely not the last. If you haven't had a chance to see The Wild Robot yet, it is still playing in theaters and it is available for rental on most demand platforms. There's no streaming information available quite yet, although as we go through award season, it may pop up. And that's where we're going to leave it today. So, 7 down, 90 to go. We are a wrap with the first theme week. But we're not done yet. Next theme, starting tomorrow, Gotham Week. Tonight, Monday, the Gotham Award winners will be announced. And some say the Gotham Awards are the official start to award season, so what better place to go than next? As always, if you like what you heard here today, please make sure you click that subscribe button, like the video, spread the word. You can follow me, Cinephile Mike, on all social media platforms and on Letterboxd. If you follow me on social media, you'll be able to participate soon in some polls to help choose the films I do in certain theme weeks. You can also find lots of great additional content on my website, cinephilemike.com. Until next time, everyone, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.